Hey guys, Ellie and Megan here, and as you can see right there, we have the newest I'm a Survivor Sanctuary rescue directly in front of us. Her name is Elvira. She is a little itty bitty teeny tiny deer, and man, she is adorable. Wouldn't you say so, Bumps?
Oh, she's adorable.
Adorable doesn't even begin to describe it. I'm a little wee bit jealous, I'm not gonna lie, because that deer has already become attached to Jamie, and it's only, how old do you think she is? She's probably like...
I think she's definitely less than a week.
Megan is a good judge of how young the deer might be, because I made a video last year when we were in Austin and there were so many deer there. Megan and her family have been going to their Austin lake house for decades, so they're very educated on deer, and so Megan can tell pretty well that this thing is maybe
less than a week.
Less than a week.
Absolutely has to be less.
Absolutely has to be less than a week. So she's very, very young. Why don't you know a lot more about deer than I do, so I'm not.
I'll say that, but I don't know a lot about deer. Like, I know their mannerisms.
You were talking so confidently to my dad and I, so talk confidently to the viewers right now.
Okay.
What you estimate and what you know.
Okay, well, I gotta stand up first. She's so tiny, and my legs aren't doing that.
Well, you know what? Here, I'm gonna hold her so that they can see her and you can talk.
So one thing about deer, especially babies, that you have to know is, obviously, you don't want to take a baby deer out of the wild if possible.
I don't think she likes being held by me.
No. Well, Jamie says she likes women.
Yeah, you and Jamie held her just fine, but she doesn't like when my dad or I hold her.
And that's why I think she's so young.
Why would... You really think she doesn't like males?
I think it's just... I think
so
she's
bizarre.
Scared, and I think the pheromones of a woman are very comforting to her right now. That just a hunch.
All right.
So baby deer, this is a PSA for anybody. If they ever see a baby deer out in the wild alone, you can look. Do not touch and take just because you see them alone. I know a lot of people know this, but if their ears are straight, and see, her ears are curled. If their ears are straight, that means they're getting hydration. That means mom has put them in a place, which deer do, female deers do, to avoid predation, to avoid predators coming back to her baby and following her and her baby. Because mama deer can handle themselves on their own. They can fight, they're fine. But babies, it's helpless at that point. So they leave them in a safe spot, and they come back to them quite often to feed. Babies who have their ears curled backwards like hers are most likely going to need intervention.
It means they're dehydrated, right?
Yes, it means they're dehydrated and mom is not getting back to them. And so I'm not educated on the process you take from there, but I know your dad and Jamie they posted a video this morning about how they spoke to the game wardens and rehab facilities and all of that, and they have 100% got that, and they're gonna take great care of her for as long as she may be here.
Yes.
A lot of people are gonna say, well, if you're following protocol and all that, you really shouldn't be touching the deer if you plan on releasing it one day. And that typically is right, but you have to think about everything is situational, and this is a very unique situation. This baby, I said, I'm gonna estimate is less than a week old. I would gather and say maybe 3 or 4 days, but I'm not an expert. So you don't know, because dehydration takes a little bit to set in, you do not know how long this baby has been without mom. It could have been 1 day with mom. It could have been 2. You don't know. So this baby really knows nothing of mom anymore. And you have to think about, it was distressing enough for this baby to be moved. It was necessary. You're all up in my face. Anyways, it was necessary for this baby to be moved, and so they brought it here. It said, I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. How do Lester and Jamie treat their babies? They have never been ones to be a hands-off kind of pet owner, and so even though this is wildlife, that's not who they are. And so I think for the situation right now, this baby deer knows no comfort because she's had a distressing, who knows what happened with mom. She's been moved. She needs a mom right now, and that's exactly what Jamie is. Jamie's coming and going just like the mom would, cleaning her because the female deers clean them. She's giving her her food, and she's acting as the mother role, and we've watched the baby off camera, and it clearly thinks she's mom. And so you have to weigh out your options of what is going to be best for this animal, and ideally, yes, going back into the wild is ideal for it, and that is a high possibility, but right now this baby needs love. This baby needs love and attention, and the baby will eventually have its choice to go back to the wild if it wants to, and you never know when that's going to happen. It's up to her. So
that was well said. That was well said, Bubs. It makes me.
I'm very passionate about advocating for the animal, and I know that yes, it's probably best for the animal to go back into the wild, but right now,
At some point, common sense is to come in as opposed to doing everything by the book.
I would not hesitate for a moment touching and giving this baby attention. I would not hesitate if I was in this situation. Like, and not just because she's adorable, but like
It's what she needs. It's what's best for her.
I think it's what she needs, because you hear that animals can die of a broken heart. I've had a goat that has passed of a broken heart because his I'm not going to go into the whole story, but he did die of a broken heart, and even though he had attention from us, he still passed of a broken heart. And I think that's a testament that sometimes animals just need certain attention, and she needs a mother's attention and a mother's love, and that's what Jamie's giving her right now.
Very well said, Bubs.
Off my box now. What do they call it? Like a soapbox? I'm off of it now. It's okay. Yeah, you're a good girl. Look at those beautiful eyes. Look at those eyelashes. You are so gorgeous. I could eat you up. Yes, I could. Not literally.
I know. Don't say that.
You want me to get your legs?
See, this just isn't fair right here. Oh,
It's okay. Oh, hi. I got you.
is she fighting or is she trying to lick you?
She's trying to lick, and she's just trying to get comfy. Okay. Hey.
I wish I was a girl.
Okay.
No,
I'm
I'm kidding.
gonna put you down. Oh, that's good.
Can you inject me with some pheromones or whatever it's called so that I can... Hello, Elvira.
She's just gone like completely calm like this.
I wish you would do that with me.
Let's go down, gentle. Gentle. Good girl. Good girl.
Guys, y'all aren't going to believe this right here. So Megan just came over and I was still sleeping, and she like shakes me to wake me up and tells me that there's something that I gotta see in the cat's room. And I'm thinking like, oh goodness, what could it be? Cup's sitting here just chilling. Cake's over there being a good girl like always. And Megan comes and, what is this?
It's a disaster.
It's a disaster. For those of y'all who don't know, we always leave the cat food, I think, right here on this little shelf right there, and pretty dang high off the ground. Not only that, but this thing is like sealed shut. So as to how one of them, as if that's some sort of question who it was, has...
Yeah, that's not a question.
It's not a question.
It was the one who, when I opened the door, was sitting here eating it.
And who would that be?
Well, it couldn't have been Cake.
Cake, you knock over the kitty food. Oh, who am I kidding? We all know who it was. I mean, that tummy right there gives it away. It's so obvious who it was.
Here's the thing. He has food in that bowl. Well, it's pretty much gone now, because as I was sitting in here, when I moved from over here to over here to see if he had food in this bowl, he thought that this food was amazing now and had to go to this food. So that's gone now. So he had food. And he just wanted to be bad.
He just wanted more food. Cup never gets enough food. Cake.
In his mind.
In his mind, he never has enough. Cake, you gotta set your brother straight, sweetheart. You gotta put him in line. You gotta keep him in check. Cake. You gotta work on your brother, because we're trying and we're not succeeding. I mean, look at him right now. He doesn't think he's done anything wrong. Cup. Cup, why'd you do that for? We don't need security cameras to know that it was you. This right here gives it all away. Cake doesn't have one of those. Cake doesn't weigh as much as you do. Cake doesn't eat near as much as you do. Cake doesn't steal the dog's food like you do. Cake doesn't throw up from overeating on a regular basis like you do. So we know it was you. I still love you though, Cup. Cake doesn't flop over like she's in a food coma all the time like you do. I mean, look at him. You can tell that he's eating. Look at his neck. He has the little double, triple chin going right now. Oh, this cat. This cat is something else. We'll call him Cup the Glutton. That's his name. Cup the Glutton's in the food coma now.
Do that every time I start picking these up and throw them in the thing.
And Megan, as if it wasn't obvious enough from everything else, she came in here and she saw him eating from it, and Cake wasn't. So.
She just kind of sat in the corner, just like staring at him, like really confused. So I don't know if
Look at him. Look at him.
He's flopped. That's what we call flopping.
What's he doing? This cat is so weird. This cat is so weird. I don't understand like anything that he does. Have y'all ever heard the word derpy before? That's more of a younger kid's term, I feel like, but
I wonder if it's an actual word or if it's considered slang. It has to be slang.
I don't know what it is. Megan's asking if it's a real word or if it's slang, but basically, I don't even know what the definition of it is. Give me a second to look it up. All right, so I looked it up, and derpy is a real word. The definition means foolish or stupid. That's not usually how we use the word, though. We usually used to describe somebody who's like really silly or just kind of like interesting, like hard to, like misunderstood. Somebody who's very odd and peculiar. Those are probably better ways to describe it. And that's him right there. Cup is very odd, peculiar, strange, derpy, just interesting. Cake is a normal, sweet little, petite, just innocent, well-behaved kitty cat. And this one right here is the one who makes all the weird faces, does all the weird things that make no sense. He's the one who like pets himself against people's feet and like sniffs them. The one who sticks his tongue out just randomly when he's sitting around. The one who...
I don't understand the tongue. It's like every time you touch him, his tongue is out. I don't get it. It's like such a dog behavior.
Yeah.
He does it.
Cup's more like a dog than a cat, really. Yeah, let's finish cleaning these last few ones up.
No, can I do it? This is very satisfying to me.
All right, I'll let you finish.
Thank you.
See, that's the good thing about having an OCD fiance is that she gets satisfaction out of cleaning stuff. You're so sweet, Bubs. Cake, you gotta do something about your brother. Cake. But she's probably spent the last 8 years that they've lived together trying to work on him and has done nothing. All he does is get derpier by the day. Where did he even go? Now he's probably going downstairs to harass Tux. Nope. Cup. Oh, Cup.
You want to smell good? No, okay. Thanks.
He just walks right by you.
As if I'm-
And now where's he going? Cup, the food's up here now on the very top. You're not going to be able to get to it. Let's make sure it's sealed shut. Yeah, I don't know how they got this open. Somebody must have left it a little lower than normal and not sealed it. Because as athletic as cats are, they should not be able to jump that high and get things open like that. Cup. I don't even know what to say, dude. I'm just in awe. I don't know. One more goofy facial expression for the camera. See, just a derpy face.
Sweet girl.
Cake used to not like you. Now she's getting
Oh
so
my
used
gosh,
to you.
I didn't tell you something. When he was over here eating this food, he would start purring. And then when I would touch him, he would stop purring. And so, because he would stop eating his food when I touched him. Then he would start eating the food again and he'd start purring.
So he must like know when we're watching him.
No, I think he genuinely loves food so much.
That
He was purring when he was eating. When I pet him, he stops eating and stops purring.
I get it. So something that cats normally love, it's like he hates it compared to eating.
Like when Finn, like, you know, when like you pet Finn, he purrs.
When you pet a normal cat,
When
they
you
purr.
pet Cake, they purr.
Cats normally purr when they get petted because that's the thing that makes them the happiest.
Yes. And
but not Cup.
food is the happiest.
Food is Cup's petting.